Today I actually have a viewer request. I ordered the BENJIE R1 audio player here, and so you can see it says audio play. The box came a little bit scuffed up. It's a bit of a wrinkle here where it looks like it was slightly crushed. Yes, this is the newest BENJIE R1 camera, Bluetooth, etc., MP3 player. So it says BENJIE digital hi-fi player here on the front of the box. Got these nice little designs on the side, and then go play right there. So let's go play. Let's see how this one measures up to the other MP3 players that we've reviewed on this channel so far. All right, so it comes nice little box here. You know, it's reminiscent, even just from the pictures, it was reminiscent of the OCC Kick player that I reviewed a while back. And we can see there's the BENJIE logo on the back. On the side here, we have a volume control, and then on the left, we've got the on switch and a place to put the SD card. That's aside for right now. Let's see what's in the box, and then we'll get back to that. Okay, we do have a little case here. Looks like it has a spot where you put like a lanyard on top. We'll go ahead and put that on. Fits very nice and snug. We also have the new high-quality little headphones here. It says new on the back. Let's see. I haven't seen headphones come in this kind of packaging before on one of these AliExpress type 3 players. This actually does feel like just the build quality feels a lot better than some of the normal headphones that come with these. Test those out. Then of course we have a typical USB-C charger / data transfer cord, and for USB 2, so micro SD to USB 2, you can stick your micro SD card in there, USB 2 connectors there. Let's take a look now at the little pamphlet that they gave us. Let's see. Oh, well, I am reading the Chinese side, it looks like, and oh, there's only Chinese side, so if you know Chinese, then this might be helpful for you, but I don't. On to the fun part. We've got us a nice little nugget here. Let's turn it on. Okay, it came charged. It said welcome, and then we've got this. Once again, very, very reminiscent of the Oskick Walkman that I reviewed. Just go back and forth here on the main menu. It's just 3 pages with all the little apps on here. So let's take a look and let's actually review some of these, eh? Looks like there's a dictionary thing here. I'm wondering, oh, that's not, there's no memory there, so I'm going to have to download a dictionary and actually test that out. But we've got the typical little calendar that comes with it. And then, all right, just to start off, I'm going to use this basic little 32 gigabyte SD card, micro SD card. Plug that in. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, in order to use the share feature, it looks like we do have to turn on Bluetooth. So that's just on the next page, and then we click on the Bluetooth. There you go. We're going to switch it on. Then now we can send files and receive files on our little MP3 player, which is always a nice little feature to play around with. We also have a calculator, very nice. A lot of MP3 players, interestingly enough, you'd think it's one of the most basic apps that you could make, but a lot of MP3 players really don't come with it. It's nice this one does. Make sure it actually does math. 222 times 2 equals 444. So, I mean, kind of hard to go wrong with a calculator on a computer. That's basically what it is, right? Then we have the time, of course. We can set the time format, and set the date. Time format, let's put it in the 24-hour system just for now. We do have a 12-hour system as well. Your selection, it thinks it's currently September 23rd, 2025. And it is actually, there we go, like so, like that. Then, of course, we have alarm. Boop. And you can set it for the time that you want it to do and when it and how often it repeats. So if I want a weekly alarm, daily, so every single day, weekdays, just the weekdays, or just once. So now let's take a look at the settings. All right, so we've got your language that you can set, your display settings, your external sound switch, your time shutdown, power saving down, time and date, format device, and restore. We also have update playlist and about. Let's see what languages they have. There's a lot missing actually because that's very few options. But Spanish, Italian, which I think that's German, right? French, and I'm guessing that's Chinese, and then English. About, we can get player info and disk information. So player info, version number is v1.2.2. Disk information, total capacity 28.84, available capacity 28.83. So it looks like I don't have much on that specific SD card that I just put in here. I also have a stopwatch. That's fun. And then stop. Ooh, there we go. And then you can reset. That's simple stopwatch. That's all you need in a stopwatch. Well, I guess you could have laps and things like that, but you know, it's good enough for an MP3 player. Display settings. This is your luminance, so how bright do you want it to be? 5 is the highest, so that's give you an idea of the highest. And then that's the lowest. And 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then we have the backlight timer. You can pick how long you want the timer to wait before the backlight goes off. The screensaver. We have it as a clock, as a screensaver. So if you want to turn this into a watch, you know, I think you could probably like put some slits in this. I did this with another one of my Benjies. Where did I put it? Here it is. I did this with another one of my Benjies. I cut 2 slits in the back here. You can see there I put it to where I can just slip a wristband in there, and I can just wear this walking around, and it's never given me any trouble. The only thing I will say, at least with this Benji, this is the X1, the battery ended up dying pretty quickly on it. So hopefully the R1 has a better battery life, but you know, who knows? I didn't pay very much for this. You could use it as a watch as long as you know it's actually powered. Let's hit the record button here, see how it records. Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. On this page, you can just quickly go over here to save it. All right. And then... Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. I will say there's a ticking. It's like tick, 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 tick. So, hello, my sweetie, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal. So, recording quality, probably not the best on this, because it does have that clicking sound in the background. But while we're in here, let's go ahead and show you the interface for the music player itself. You've got your typical previous, next, and play buttons, basic stuff, you know, whether you want to shuffle it or repeat it, keep it going. Then the A-B loop. And then Heart will add it to the playlist of the favorites playlist. So we've also got these 2 little bars up in the little corner. And if you click that, you can go back to the main page, speed, playback, variable, back mode, and the bookmark, remove from playlist, or EQ, sound effect, or delete voice. The variable speed. So let's see how fast or slow we can make it. Let's see. I can go all the way down to -9 and all the way up to +9. So let's see how that sounds. Oh, there we go. I had to click OK. Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Okay, it looks like it only works for one, and then it changes back to normal speed. So that's good to know. So then this little X here is for the speed. Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Now we're going to get into the fun part of this, which is the camera. And so not many cheap MP3 players actually have a camera, but this one does. So I'm going to take a little picture of myself here. We could go to video mode as well. Guys, I'm making a little video on the BENJIE R1. I hope you like this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And then if we come back in here, we can go to video. And there we go. Hey guys, I'm making a little video on the BENJIE R1. I hope you like this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now once again, there's like clicking and like weird little sound artifacts in there. I'm wondering where that's coming from. If that's some kind of a thing that it's picking up from the internals of the device itself, or if it's coming from my laptop is sitting right here. If it picked it up, maybe. Let me hear it. That might be it. There. My laptop's sitting there. I'll have to go record something else, and I'll put that up here. I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the past historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. Now, it does record in AVI format for the video. And for pictures, let's take a look how my picture turned out. Here we go. And I'll try to put up a version right here or so, so you can compare with the actual file. So it also has a ebook feature, which is basically just text files. It can't do anything fancy with PDFs or ebooks or anything, but there you go. If you wanted to read the Book of Chronicles one tiny screen at a time, you absolutely can do that. You can actually even do some other things here. You can leave a bookmark to mark where you just were. You can play it automatically if you know what your reading speed is. You can slow it down or speed it up as you'd like. There you go. And yeah, so you can just go through and make any book that you would want into a text file, and then you can read it on your BENJIE R1. Now next up, I'm going to have to bring our friends, the new high quality headphones, into the picture here. Because we're about to listen to the radio. Let's see if we can pick up something here. I'm going to listen in, and I'll let you listen too. Let me find a station. Here's what the interface looks like for the radio here. I do like these headphones. Much higher quality than the little rinky-dink ones that I got on some of my previous videos. They play very loudly here. You can actually have the volume up to 20. And so I'm going to turn that down a bit. There we go. You can have a preset stations list. You can have automatic adjustment and radio bands. So let's click preset station list. And I've just set, just by clicking it, I set this channel so that I can easily get back to it. So when you click it, it takes you back to where you were. So let's say I wanted to go and save a different one. So, and then I do preset station list. All right, I'm going to select number 2. And now I've got my 2 stations on there for my area. And I can click on that one and go there. Come back to the preset station list. Click the second one and I'm back at it. And then also you might have noticed it went from 2 dashes to a number here, so we can actually toggle between the two just by clicking that. Easy peasy. All right, let's take a look at the second option here. Radio searching, so it's gonna go in there and it's gonna find the stations for me. All right, it looks like it's done there. Let's see how many it found. 24 stations. So now if I go to the preset list again, now you can see it's been preloaded with all the stations that it found. All right, and it had extra spaces at the bottom, just in case it missed something. Then I can go radio bands. Right now it's normal, but you can also go Japan or Europe. So if you're traveling abroad or if you just live in another place, then you can pick the one that works for you. That's what it looks like when it's scanning. Sometimes it does take a while, especially if you have a whole bunch of files on there. There we go. Now we're in. Alright, so you can select all music and it can scroll through like this. You can't go up and down in this menu. You have to go with the button, the arrow button. Okay, and then you make your selection. And it looks like I have 1914. There we go, and now it's playing and doing its thing. Then, of course, from this menu, you can also go back to playing now and sort it by singer. Okay, so it looks like we have various... Oh, I gotta use this. Yeah, we have the various artists that are listed on the files. We also have albums. And on this menu, we can also get to the favorites. But I haven't hearted any songs, so that's just what I showed you earlier when you hit that little heart in the player. I want to take a moment and look at the video player because this one's notable. It actually does have a seek function. That's not very common on most of the MP3 players that I see, so just wanted to give that a shout out. That's actually very innovative. I'm glad to see that. That was the BENJIE R1. Let me know down in the comments if that is something that's of interest to you. Once again, it looks very similar to the Auskick Walkman that I had a while back, and you know, it seems to do basically everything that that one did. So overall, I think it'll probably be a good addition to my MP3 collection. I might end up giving it to somebody, or just have it around. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.